Don't be shy, all right? I won't. I'm going to do a couple of poems tonight. The first one is by James Whitcomb Riley, and it's called When the Frost is on the Pumpkin and the Fodder's in the Shot. We haven't had any frost yet, but pretty close to it. When the frost is on the pumpkin and the fodder's in the shock, and you hear the coyote and gobble of the strutting turkey cock, and the clacking of the guineas and the clucking of the hens, and the rooster's hallelujah as he tiptoes on the fence. Oh, it's then the times a feller is a feeling at his best, with the rising sun to greet him from a night of peaceful rest, as he leaves the house bareheaded and goes out to feed the stock, when the frost is on the pumpkin and the fodder's in the shock. There's something kind of hardy-like about the atmosphere when the heat of summer's over and the cooling fall is here. Of course, we miss the flowers and the blossoms on the trees and the mumble of the hummingbirds and buzzing of the bees. But the air's so appetizing, and the landscape through the haze of a crisp and sunny morning of the early autumn days is a picture that no painter has the color in the mark when the frost is on the pumpkin and the fodder's in the shock. The husky, rusty rustle of the tassels of the corn, the tangle of the leaves as golden as a morn, the stubble in the furrows, kind of lonesome-like, but still are preaching sermons to us of the barns they go to fill, the straw stack in the meadow and the reaper in the shed, the horses in their stalls below, the clover overhead. Oh, it sets my heart a-clicking like the ticking of a clock when the frost is on the pumpkin and the fodder's in the shock. And then your apples all is gathered, and the ones a fella keeps is poured around the cellar floor in red and yellow heaps, and your cider making's over, and your women folks is through with their mince and apple butter and their sauce and sausage too. Oh, I don't know how to tell it, but if such a thing should be, as the angels wanting boarding, and they'd call around on me, I'd want to accommodate 'em, all the whole enduring flock, when the frost is on the pumpkin and the fodder's in the shock. Thank you. I'm going to do one by Robert Frost called The Road Not Taken. And this was written by Robert Frost when he lived in Plymouth, and he was teaching at Plymouth Teachers College, Plymouth Normal School back then. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps a better claim, because it was grassy and wondered where. And though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I saved the first for another day, but knowing how way leads into way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Sometimes, in ages and ages hence, two woods diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Thank you.